5513, 1655, 16570, 861. Just numbers, nothing that special, but when together there is something to learn about them. Sometimes a collection catches my attention, sometimes it holds my attention, and other times a collection really makes me think. This one in particular did all of these things, and makes an excellent case study for vintage watch collecting. I'd like to thank Tiziano for sharing his watches with me on Instagram. What's more important is questioning what makes a great vintage watch collection. And in this brief discussion, I hope to get you thinking about the subject as well. The 5513 is one of the great examples of a Submariner, reaching the height of its vintage charm. It very much is a version of a watch that we have all characterized as the icon. This example with a sharp case, matte dial, elongated triangle at the 12, and an even orange patina makes it one of the grail Submariners for any collection. It is a fantastic example and a great workhorse even today. The 1655 Explorer II, a Mark I model. This is easy to tell by seeing its long seconds hand without a lume plot. What else needs to be said about this watch? It is functional, simple, an accurate portrayal of 70s watch design, while also being a watch that doesn't look like a Rolex, and has to be one of the stealthiest luxury pieces money can buy nowadays. Again, this model has an even patina, a huge frogfoot arrow hand, also a feature of the Mark I. It still remains my dream Rolex. The 16570 Explorer II, one of the earliest references, and the highlight of the watch is the even patina around the lume plots. Unfortunately, the hands have been replaced, but the bonus is that the watch probably is a lot cheaper to buy in this configuration. This has to be one of the best examples of the Polar Explorer II, second to the fully cream dial pieces that are exceptionally rare nowadays. Still, sharp case, so clean, excellent watch. Finally, a straight writing Omega Speedmaster. This model falls into the time period of the 861 movement models, so early 70s. Another excellent example with a ghosted bezel, clean dial, the case is sharp, the dial has been untouched, and the patina is even throughout. Every single one of these watches shows slight peculiarities, whether that is in the patina on the dial or the ghosting of the bezels, and this is what makes them all fascinating. Many of you might think that these individual pieces are too plain. A Submariner, an Explorer, and a Speedmaster, saying it like that gives off the impression that they lack punch. Some might even consider them banal in the popular climate of modern pieces available on the market today. But in fact, these four watches show a great deal, not only reflecting a person's tastes, but about what makes a tight-knit and elegant vintage sports watch collection. Clear, simple, and unembellished. When you transcend beyond that level of hunting for what everyone else likes, sometimes, more often than not, you hit a sweet spot. And here are some of my thoughts. It's nice to be attracted to the bright and shiny new toys. We all enjoy them. But you have to ask yourself what value they will bring you. Are you buying these things for yourself, or are you doing it because of influencers suggesting it? Focus on less and really decide on what gives the watch that impact in your collection. Sometimes there is so much more enjoyment to be had by being more select in what you choose. And this case is a classic example of that. Hone down a collection to a point where the pieces all offer something different. And I will put my hand up and say that this collection needs a 1016 Explorer to cap it off. But in the end, this collection is not following a popular trend. It shows a clear love for vintage sports watches from the 70s and 80s. It's not showing off in any way. The collector here knows what he wants and has put thought into it. And the watches together emphasize something about what it means to find enjoyment in the simpler things.